Welcome everybody. We're doing another HIIT today, a high intensity interval training. So for today's workout, you need a little bit of equipment. However, if there's something that you don't have, don't stress, there's ways to modify that as well. We're going to be using a step bench today. If you do not have a step bench, you can use a stair step in your home or any other thing you have that'll just add a little bit of lift and you're able to support your weight on safely. We're going to need 3 other pieces of equipment. One is a resistant band. You could use a tube, a flat band, whatever you have handy, and if you don't have one of these, body weight will suffice for what we're going to do with this. You're going to need a set of hand weights. We're going to be doing some chest pressing with these weights. Looks like we got some lunges. So if you don't have weights, you could use water bottles, soup cans, and then this is weird. No, we're not eating, but you will need paper plates. We're going to be doing some mountain climber gliders. If you do not have or want to use paper plates, you could use frisbees if you own the glider discs or furniture movers. Those work as well. And just so you know, depending on if you're using plates, frisbees, whatever, if you're on carpet or hardwood floor, it makes a difference. Some things glide easier on different surfaces. So to review, bench or something to step on, resistant band, weights of some sort, and then plates, glider discs, whatever you got. This is high intensity interval training, so what this means is we're getting our heart rate up really high. We're doing as many reps as we can safely do for 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off. 3 blocks of work, 3 exercises each block. If you've been told by a physician or medical professional to not take part in workouts or not to do high intensity activity, I would refrain from this video. So we're going to get started with our warm-up. You want to get your items, you want to have good supportive shoes on. If you want to use music, that's up to you. I have my, my interval timer right here that I'm going to be starting. So we're going to be starting with something called butt kicks in about 10 seconds. So if you want to pause me, get your stuff, go for that. If you're ready to go, I'm going to hit start in 4, 3, 2, and butt kick. So hopefully you heard that little bell. When we get about our work, you're going to hear a boxing bell and a double ding. Those are to let you know we're changing interval cycles. We have a lateral step out squat happening next. You're going to start with your feet together, step out right and squat, step together, step out left and squat. Ready? Here we go. Step out, squat, together, squat, together. This is our warm-up, so it doesn't matter if you're going slower than me, faster than me. It's about moving at your own pace. Keep your heart up high on that squat. We're going to be moving into a jumping jack next. This is a pull down jack. So if you've ever done the lat pull down in a gym, similar movement, but add the jack feet. Ready? Here we go. Pull down, pull down. So it's a reach and a pull. Abdominals on tight, heart up high. Got 18 seconds here. This next one coming at you is fun. It's a diagonal skip. Power skip. 7 seconds. We're going to skip to the right and then center skip to the left. Skip, skip up, step, step. Skip up, step, step. Abs on. Next part of our warm-up, stretching out the legs. I call this one cherry picking. You're going to reach for 3 spots on the floor. In front of your toes, to your toes, and then to your heels. So I'll show a side view for this. Feet wide, hold, and touch. In front of toes, at toes, to the heels. Hold it up. 1, 2, 3. So just trying to make sure we take care of any muscles at a time. Soften the knees, if you need to modify. 2 more cherry picks. I'm gonna hit pause and I'm gonna show you our first block of work. Hold pause, hold pause. Okay, first block of work. Starting off 40 seconds of a cardio exercise and then 2 strength exercises. This first one, I'm going to show you how to do it advanced, and I'm going to show you the modification. You toe up to your bench, you do a burpee, which is a squat, jump back, jump in, and then hold up. Watch what I do here. 1, 2, 3, tap. So it's 1 toe tap up to the bench. If you're modifying this one, squat, step back, easy tap. Okay? So you know the advanced and the modified of the first exercise. 40 seconds on, 20 seconds to get your band set. This is a banded squat. Feet are wide. You can modify here with hands on hips or come with me, elbows out. You sit back, you drive up. Next move, we're taking it down to the floor. You'll have 20 seconds to get your weights. Legs are up. This is a chest press, a crunch, and a leg lower and lift. How do you modify this? You soften your knees. Crunch and press, and then lower and lift. So that'll be 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off. Burpee, squat, chest press with abs, okay? So when you hear the boxing bell go 3 times, that means start. 2 dings means transition time to next move. Ready, set, burpee, toe tap. Now try to get long with your plank. Abs are on. Whole heel your hand on the bench. So no fingertips down. Whole heel down. And if you need to modify this, walk it back, tap it up. Walk it back, tap it up. Double ding means you got 20 seconds to get your band. There it is. Double ding, 20 seconds off. Deep breath. Feet go wider than hip width. Turn your toes slightly out. Hands on hips, option A, or more challenging, up here. Get ready? There it is. 40 seconds. Now if you feel like your band's uneven, mine's a little bit uneven, adjust. You want the tension set, right to left side, evenly. Hips all the way back and down, like you're sitting in a chair. And I like doing this banded squat. You feel the tension in the glutes, in the quads, a little differently. 8 seconds. When you hear the double ding, make your way to the floor, get weights. There it is. Abs and chest. Now, legs straight up or knees bent. You'll start with your elbows, 90 degrees. Low back stays down. Triple boxing bell, you start with a press and a crunch. Here it is. Press and crunch, lower legs down, and lift. Now, because we're working abs here, I don't want you to lose your form. I don't want this to go into your back. So, slower reps for this one. I feel my low abs, and I'm squeezing the chest at the top. Use your breath. Help yourself out. Okay, stop. Get up, 20 seconds. Burpee, toe tap. Again. Toe up to your bench. It starts with a squat, jump back into plank, or step back into plank. 3 seconds. You'll hear the triple boxing bell. Go. Now it's important here not to let your hips drop down. You want to keep everything nice and tight. Jump into squat. Power your leg up. You know the modification if that's more of your jam. 13 seconds. Seconds is a long time. All right, 20 seconds. Get your resistant band. You could also be doing these squats body weight. 40 seconds, as many squats as you can safely do without hurting the knee or back. Get in position. You'll hear it. Go. Now think about packing your hip bones towards your butt and squeezing your butt into the pelvis as you stand up. Push the knees out slightly because you don't want to collapse in. You're trying to push out. My heart rate's up and it's only the first round. However, it's hot in my house today. 7 seconds. Then you get down to the floor another time. Pause. Okay, I'm gonna take my timer with me because I'm gonna have to pause it to show you the second round. But get down, get your weights, chest press, and ab work. 6 seconds. It's a crunch and a press, leg lower and lift. Here it is. Crunch, leg lower, and lift. Breathe in, breathe out. Always exhale on that big exertion. So hitting the whole body today, at least saying hello to all the muscle groups. You've got 12 seconds to go. I'm gonna do 2 more reps, and then I'm gonna hit pause, and you're gonna get a sip of water. In 3, 2, 1, pause. Okay, pause it just in time. So you finished your first round of work. Your second round of work, we're gonna be down on the ground, or at least towards the floor, for the first 2 exercises, and then the last exercise we pop up. Let me show you what this is, and I'll show you how to modify. This is where we come in with our plates. This is a mountain climber. Hands are on the bench, shoulder width apart. You're in a plank, and you're gonna drive your knees towards the bench. Now, you don't want to hit your knee on the bench, but you do want to bring it in as far as you can to crunch your stomach. What I don't want is I don't want this one, I don't want this one, and I don't want this one. You want to be right in the middle. Now, if you need to modify this, just take it slow and controlled. That's perfectly fine. Exercise 1. Now, exercise 2, this one's a little bit weird. We're going to be in a box position, and we're going to be pushing out like we're pushing out on a brake pedal. Hands behind you, lift your butt up, and you're going to push, step, push, step. Let's say you're working with a shoulder or wrist injury. How do you modify? You're on your back, and you're going to push, reset, push, reset. So if you can't put weight on your wrists, it's okay, we still got you. Last exercise. You're going to pick one leg for the first round. Let's call it the right. Step back into lunge. You're coming 1, 2, up. 1, 2, up. You say, Tracy, I can't do lunges. It really hurts my knees. Let me show you this option. You have your plate. 1, 2, 1, 2. So I'm keeping the front knee loaded. So it's working the quad and glute, and I'm just sliding back, sliding in. But the first round you stay with one leg behind you, call it the right first round, second round, left side works. So if you can do a lunge, grab those weights, do a double pulse. If you would prefer to do a loaded slide back, go for that. We have 20 seconds till our climber. Oh, there we go. Okay, so 18 seconds to go. When you hear that triple boxing bell, you're gonna go into your mountain climbs. Slow, medium, fast, but we want it to work our abs and get our heart rate up. So, toe on plates, hands, shoulder width about that part, slide it back, and go. If you've been doing my videos, you know I hate mountain climbers. I'll do burpees all day long. I run marathons, teach spin. Cardio doesn't bother me, but I hate mountain climbers. You're like, why are you doing them in your videos? Because if I hate them, obviously my body needs them. You have 11 seconds. Work at your pace. When you hear that double ding, sit down on the floor. There it is, thank God. All right, so I'm gonna show a little bit of both variation in case you've forgotten. So bridge to modify, box position to start with me. It's a left-right press out with your heels. So get your hips up, go. Now I am dropping my butt just a bit in the box position, and then I'm using my hips to drive up and out. And I'm pushing with my heel. So I'm getting ab work and hip and glute work. If I'm on the floor, I'm keeping my hips in up position and I'm just alternating legs. So same muscle groups, a different way of doing the exercise. When you hear that double ding, you are done. And we'll stand up for lunges or slides. Get up. Okay. Just a quick reminder to those of you using slides, get it under the right toe, slide back and slide up, keep yourself low. With me, take that right toe back, double pulse, lunge and stand. 1, 2, up. Now I don't want you to do the lunge too fast. I know it's HIIT, I know we're trying to take our heart rate up, but here for this third interval, I want it kind of slow. Make sure the forward knee is not collapsing inward. We want to push the knee out. Now if you're in the slide option, keep doing whatever you're doing, but if you're in the slide option, knee is over second or third toe, you're carefully sliding back and pulling up, keeping hinge at hip. 3 seconds, pause. We're going back to our plate climbers. My least favorite, but it's good for the tummy. Make sure when you do this, you're not rounding or arcing through the shoulders, you're staying solid. Think like you want to push a wall away from you, then bring your hands down and go. Belly in, like there's a campfire underneath you, and you don't want it to singe the tummy. Now you're feeling the friction of the plates against the floor. That's making your legs work harder. I feel my quads as well as my abs. Oh, come on, double ding. 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 Oh my God, I hate that one. Okay, either bridge or box position. Alternating press out, going right to left, or whatever foot you want to start with. Hands behind, shoulders back, lift the butt, go. Keep a slight flex through your foot and tighten up the butt and the belly together every time you kick out. Now if you're feeling it in your knee, try not to extend fully. Just come part of the way out. We got lunges or slides coming at you. Last exercise, round 2. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Get those weights if you're with me in lunge. If you're with the plate, it's under your left foot now, and you're gonna slide back for 2 counts, up for 2 counts. If you're with me, feet wide, left toe, back. You want a long and a wide stride. Hard up to pulse. Now, if your legs are really getting tired, put the weight down. If your legs are really not getting tired, go lower. Make sure the knee is staying over the ankle, in line with the second and third toe. And again, for those of you that are gliders, stay doing what you're doing. I'm just showing for everybody here. Gliders, you're staying loaded. You feel the quad. Back 2, into. Woo! All right, pause. Round 2 is done. You have one more round of work. Now for this round, you do not need your plates. You do not need, yes you do. You need your weights, you need your band, you need your bench. I'm gonna move my bench out because I have this treadmill blocking me here, and I wanna use both sides of my bench. So, first exercise, you stand up top, and if you're using a stair step at home, you're gonna have to do this like all your reps on one side, and then turn around all your reps on the other side for the second round, because you know, you don't have a second exit from your stair. But if you're with me on a bench or anything else solid that's elevated, we're gonna come 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's say you're at home and you're working off a single stair, 1, 1, 1, okay? That'll be your 40 seconds. With the second move, this is a big combination. Are you ready to do some brain work? You're gonna step up, curl lift, and curtsy. I'll show you one more time. Step up, curl, curtsy. When you do the second side, if you're on a stair at home, you're gonna have to turn around, do the same exact thing, just facing away from me. And our third move, this one is a little bit complicated if you do not own a resistant band. You're just gonna come into a seated Russian twist on the floor, on your stepper, whatever you got. You're gonna lean back. This is how you do it body weight. If you're coming with me and you have a resistant band with a handle, place it on your foot. Now here's the thing, I don't want to hear I snapped myself. So you want to point your toe. Point your toe like a ballerina. Gather the band up at your heart, and you're gonna twist away and center, away and center. So body weight, you're doing right left. With the band, the first round, we're gonna have it on our right foot, second round, left foot. Hopefully this makes sense to you. I saved the most complicated one for last because I know it's a little bit of right-left brain activity. So, shall we get this done? 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off, 3 moves. You have 16 seconds to get up on top of your bench. So if you're using a stairwell, again, you're just gonna pick one leg, tap it off, step it up, really load your quads and inner thigh. With me, left, right. Go, right, or left, right, left, right. I'm reaching an arm across, and if my speed is too much for you, you could come here. Or, if you want more out of life, right here. Or if you want to stay middle of the road, that's okay too. I want you to be comfortable and safe. Well, a little bit uncomfortable, but definitely safe. 8 seconds, and you grab those weights. you're doing this with your stairway, facing me first, then turning around, second round, you'll face away. I'm gonna stay to the left of my board, step on right foot. Up, lift curl, down, curtsy lunge. Curtsy lunge. I step one toe back and I lower 2 knees. I'm not going too fast here. A little bit of brain work. We're getting our outer thigh, our glutes, our biceps, and cardio. For 3 seconds. Okay, sit down on bench. I'm going with the band. I'm going right foot in handle. Point your toe. Don't let it fly off and hit you in the face. Loop your band, hold it to chest. If you're doing body weight, alternate your direction. If you're coming with me with the band, I'm gonna twist and center. I'm still pointing my toe. I'm not sure if that's in camera shot or not, but I am pointing my toe, keeping my heart lifted, and I'm separating the top half of my body from the bottom. Bottom staying stable, wring out the waistline. And if you're going body weight, you have your hands like I Dream a Genie right in front of your chest. You're going left, right, keeping the back straight. And round 1, set 3, done. Last time through this, and we are done with today's workout. We're up on top of the board again, tapping side to side. If you're using individual stair step, you may need to turn around and just tap out one leg. Ready? Go. Now, if you don't like doing that with your arms, here, here, you could go old school step, circle. I like to reach. And remember, slowing down if you're feeling any pressure, knees, feet, back. 12 seconds, and heart rate should be up. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. All right. Grab your weights. Okay, opposite side of the board, or if you're on a stair step, turn around, face the other way, get the opposite leg. Bicep curl, leg lift, curtsy lunge. Now I perceive I have less space here. I'm okay. On that curtsy, I slow it down. It's a little bit of a tricky variation for the knee. You want to bend the back knee as well as the front. Seconds, then our obliques, more core. 3, 2, 1, okay. So, alternating right, left for if you're doing body weight. If you're with me, loop handle, goes around left shoe, point the toe off to 45 degrees, hold the handle solid, right at the chest. There should be tension. Twist, twist. So even if you're doing body weight, you're trying not to round the back. No turtle shell back. Keep it flat. Draw the belly into spine and twist. Next week, I'm going to be filming a class, my 5 favorite banded exercises. It'll be a short one, so you only need a band for that though. We're almost done. I'll finish it, okay. All right, We are done. We are done. I'm gonna turn this off with our workout for today. I do want to stretch you out. Take your feet under hips. Bring your hands behind you. Open the chest. Stretching upward through the heart. Now we're about to go downward. Soften the knees. Walk your hands down the thighs. If you can touch the floor, that's great. If not, grab hold of your ankles or shins. Roll up like a rag doll. Let's take the right arm across, stretch the shoulder. And change position. We did a lot of bouncing today, a lot of jumping. If you get tight calves, you can always bring your foot up onto that stair step and then lift off your back heel. You should be feeling this in the forward calf. And changing sides. So swapping up those foots and rock it in. If you need a wall to hold on to, hopefully you have one nearby. And just give everything a nice shake out. Awesome work today, everybody. Thank you so much. And I will see you next time.